Hi, my name is Ogechi. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you for watching. And if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video and you can check out the other ones on my page. In this video, I want to talk about my favorite streaming platforms. First of all, I was only going to mention one, but I think it's now normal that I don't have one favorite of things. Okay, my best color is blue and it has been that way for a very long time. So that's one thing. But many other times when you ask me what's your best this, if you ask me who's my best musician, I can't tell you. I'll give you like I'll start listing before you know I've passed 10. They are my favorite musicians. So with this one, I was going to just talk about all the reasons I love Spotify because I was using the app a little bit more than usual, and somehow I started noticing some features I didn't notice in the other one. I mean, it's normal with the branding, the color, the way the music plays, the quality, the pattern, the way they give you songs that come after I think it's playlisting here, the way the playlisting happens, the way it is for premium and non-premium. I've tried both. I got the free 3 months when I first joined Spotify, so I've tried both being premium and not premium. So I just started noticing all those things, and I'm like, I'd like to talk about all the reasons I love Spotify, but I'm just gonna like blend it into some of my favorite streaming platforms. And number one would most definitely be the Spotify I just mentioned. Why? Why do I love Spotify? I think first of all, I just like that it looks like a very simple interface to begin with. I don't know if their logo is anything so special to me, but I just enjoy as I get there, there's just 4 things to press. I can search, and I like the initiative of when you open an artist page, the way the monthly listener shows. I like how the count works too. The fact that it changes quite often, like I think it's every month or every week, it changes quite often, and you get to really see growth on songs that have gone above 1,000. Although one day I hope they'll just leave that thing open and let people see if a song has one. But I think one of the first things that's called me will be they don't show people if you have less than 1,000, so that maybe it will boost your ego and help you keep going. And instead, you try to strive for more than 1,000, so you have 1,001 showing. But I like that view. Once you click a person's page, the way it shows, I don't know, there's just something about it for me because I've seen it in other apps. Their own is also built the way they like, but Spotify's one seems to stand out for me. So that's probably one of the reasons I like Spotify. Then I like the way they do their playlists. I don't know about the editorials or the ones that people personally create, but when I'm looking for something to listen to, there's just a way that the moods and the number of types of playlists I can select from seems limitless, and they're quite creative. I've seen it on some other apps, and those ones are pretty basic. Like you just see 80s classics, 90s classics, but they seem to care so much about the kind of music that does this for your mood. Although I've seen other apps that started adapting, but right now it still seems like Spotify did it for me the way their playlisting works. I like to try random stuff and I get to discover really nice music most times. Then then I'll use H Factor. Another app that I like is Boomplay. Boomplay is it Nigerian owned, but I think it's African owned. It's one of the apps I like. First of all, I'm a fan of blue, and there's a little bit of blue inside their logo. So I don't know if that was one of the things that made me want to try. But when I got to the app, first the what's this feature called? Yeah, there's this part that is so obvious towards the top right hand once you open Boomplay. It used to allow me play with the way the sound is. Like you can increase the bass, the treble, and all of that from one side. I'm not sure if it's in other apps, but the fact that that thing was visible to me, I felt like, oh, these people care about the way I like to hear my sound. It's almost like being your own mixing engineer. You get to click what you want to hear better. I like the fact that there's a community there on the Boomplay app. It doesn't feel like you're just there for only music. You are also there to connect with music lovers because some people do streaming parties on their pages. Some people are able to upload lyrics on Boomplay. So the community feels realer than just the artist I want to listen to. I get to see people who are talking in a certain sect of the Boomplay app and they're saying things that I'm relating with because, oh, it's about this song and we're talking about, oh, this is what I like about this song, this is this artist I love, or somebody is hosting a streaming party and playing songs and people are under the comments saying, oh, please play this one, I like this person's catalog, please play this. And it just feels like they thought about the fact that the app can be much more than just for listening to music. Then what else do I like? What else do I like? Yeah, I like the fact that when I started using Boomplay, once I play songs, it curated like those old music playing apps we used to have on our phones, not streaming platform now, those normal music apps that come with your phone. It made me have that feeling of once I listen to a song, they help me stack it as recently played. And somehow songs that I've listened to on Boomplay, even if it is as old as 3 years ago, if I go back to my Boomplay account, I still find it. With Spotify, it falls under liked songs. But you see, with Boomplay, I don't even have to like the song. Once I listen to it, it kind of stays there. And I think maybe Spotify has an angle for it where it would probably be recently played. But the way it's curated in my Boomplay feels like an actual library for me. With which other app again? With AudioMark, I don't even know if they have. Yeah, they probably have a recently played session, and if you search, you see whatever you searched before, and then you have to like the song for it to actually be. So I think for Boomplay, that part won me over first before I had noticed it on any other app. Then, okay, now that I've mentioned AudioMark, I'm probably going to say that used to be one of my favorite apps back as far as 7 years ago. It used to be one of my favorite. Or no, maybe 5 years ago, not 7. Yes, because as of 7 years ago, I don't even know if I was already streaming with those type of platforms. I'd have to think about that. I can't remember, but I'm not sure I was actively streaming at that time. So yeah, maybe 5 years ago, I really, really liked AudioMark first. It was one of the apps that said, "Hello, artists, you can start uploading by yourself. You can put covers on there." But the other ones are exclusive. To do that, you need to get rights and all of that. But AudioMark allowed me as an artist, minus me as a listener, to put songs out there, covers or whatever, by myself easily. Before all the whole monetization thing became popular here and every other thing. But it felt like the app was for listeners who don't want to spend too much. Also for artists who just want to be heard. Not that the other apps don't do that, but this one, just being able to upload by yourself. Have you ever seen a space in Apple Music website that says upload your music? No, but I think they sold me on that. That's AudioMark. They sold me on that when they were able to allow us upload music by ourselves, and that's the angle I took it from, where I narrowed down these three, like AudioMark, Boomplay, and Spotify. Those are probably my top 3 favorite streaming platforms. I've tried Deezer before. I've tried YouTube Music. I've tried a bunch of other ones. This is one that just came to my head. What's in the name? Yeah, but I mean, I've tried quite a number of streaming platforms, and these 3 just work for me. I've tried Apple Music too. I used to use it in 2018, 2019. And it was a nice experience. It felt like the way the Apple phones feel. It felt very classy, yeah, to an extent. But I still feel like the app was not for me. Yeah, I still feel like the app was not for me. I really like these 3 I just mentioned. What else do I love about these apps? Let me look for other angles. With Spotify, okay, instead of that, let me talk about what I don't like. Because no app is perfect. I don't think I like that with Spotify. When I am not on premium, I cannot move to the next song normally. I can't even rewind. You guys just shuffle for us. I feel like it's supposed to be an incentive to force me to use the premium option and pay. But let me even be honest, me, I don't have the kind of money to put into that. Like in a year, I can't say I want to set aside this amount for Spotify. There's so many other things I have to worry about instead. So honestly, that thing can't force me to do nothing. Instead, once I see that I can't use this feature and I really want to go back on a certain song, I switch my app to an app that lets me stay on repeat free. Then, on the other angle in Boomplay, they let me play any song I want to play. Only until recently, they now started making some songs like locked. I think it's an option for the artist, which is fair. But I do think that they gave us a chance when I first started using Boomplay, I think you get points. The more you use the app and open the app, you get some points. So at some point, they allowed me use those accumulated points to subscribe for their premium session. And I also did another one after that. Why? Because I enjoyed it so much. I didn't know that some of the sounds I'd been listening to could have a better quality when I was on premium. So there's that. I don't know if it's like that for all apps, but that's something I noticed in that Boomplay. What else? Do I not like anything else about Spotify? Asides that, nah. I like the way the interface is. I like the way they show us listener. I like the Spotify Wrapped idea for people, so you can even track how much you have listened to something, and you can track people that like your sound and all of that. It's such a nice idea to make people, blend at the end of the year. So that's another thing I like about Spotify. Uh, but in the end, if I'm being fair, it's all the same songs we're listening to. Yeah, they just they stole my heart small. So if I was going to rank, maybe they would be first, which I said earlier. And that's maybe because I'm being biased or because of recent I've been using it a little bit more than usual. Then most people these days promote it. It's very popular and it makes artists earn more money. So most people promote their songs like, oh, check my Spotify, because it's kind of easier to force people to listen to it there. You don't even need to have an account. You can play it in the web browser. So, you know, I think it's a good app generally. This is not even me doing this because I'm trying to convince anybody. It's just what I've enjoyed. But I look forward to trying more streaming platforms, or I look forward to the times where the streaming platforms I already like are loosening some of their bans. It looks like everything is about money, money, money. Allow us to enjoy it. You don't need to skip my songs because I didn't pay for premium. But no, voila. Even the adverts that they put in between our songs, I manage it like that. All of them are doing it now. It's not just Spotify. Then for Boomplay, is there anything I dislike? Yes. When I want to turn off my Boomplay, it still shows at the top of my screen. Like I want to move and move on. If it's Spotify, once I press pause, I can swipe it away and it's gone. But for some reason with Boomplay, in fact, I had to delete it off a phone I was using once because I couldn't get it to go. It was funny. But anyways, I don't know if it's compatibility or that's the glitch for the app, but they need to fix that thing, man. They need to fix it. Then the ads are good, but they're intrusive. Like they're put at points that frustrate you. There's a way to do ads in an app and it's not tacky. I think there's something tacky about Boomplay ads and they may need to fix that. Then one initiative I probably already mentioned there that I love about Boomplay would be they allow you to upload lyrics for people. Like you can suggest the lyrics. So even my own song that I believe I submitted the lyrics, I did still see it when it released. When it was released, I had to go and type it out in Boomplay, like this is the lyrics of this song. So yeah, I like that. It's quite thoughtful, makes it easy. Yeah, that's it about Boomplay. Yeah, another thing, there's another thing on Boomplay I like. When I created some playlists, the frequency at which I'd used that playlist shows, like the number of times. I like the way it shows. It has this very small headphone icon, and then the number will be there. So if the song's name is maybe Yeba, you see Yeba, then you see that sign, then you see like 263. So it just makes me know that, oh my god, so I can listen to this song this number of times, this playlist this number of times. Yeah, I like that feature about the Boomplay app. And the playlist inside of it was nice because I got to find some old school songs I really was interested in locating. My brain was just reminiscing, or it's not just once. Oftentimes my brain reminisces old songs and I want to hear them. So it was Boomplay I did that on a lot. They recommended good songs for me, but I think they can do more with the playlisting. They can really do more with the playlisting. It looks unappealing to me for now. One day, maybe because it will suit my need, I'll like it. But I think it can be better. That section where you see playlists that you can pick from, they can curate the categories much better than it is right now. Then for Audio Mark, I have to be honest that I've even run away from Audio Mark. That's why I said I use Spotify way more. But for Audio Mark, why did I run? Did I run? Did I run? I ran. They started advertising too much. There's like when I say advertising, is that type that may not be intrusive, but when you're listening to Audiomack before, they won't remove the cover art at any point. Now, before you know, they block that place. They're doing it in some other apps too, yeah. But it's not sweet again. That's why the app started. Anyways, minus that, I don't think I have any other faults. I like the way AudioMark opens. If it's taking too long, maybe it's my network. So I like the way it opens. I like the when you can search for artists in a certain way. I like that it has a wide range. You can find almost anything on AudioMark. That's why I said it really supported artists up to cover. So if I'm looking for one 1942 song, somebody somewhere has an AudioMark account that they have uploaded it. Whether it's the real owner's own, God forgive me or not. I'm not meaning they should steal people's IPs, but it's just nice to know that there's some things I'm looking for, even up to a sound on TikTok. If I search AudioMark, I'll see it. But if I search Spotify, I'm going to know if they have to legally all those licensing before you can find things like that. But AudioMark has that. It's like being on the streets. Anything where you find day, any kind of food at any time. So I like AudioMark for that, and pretty much every other thing. The other ways that it encourages people to is when you search an artist there, you see the number of plays, the number of monthly listeners. It's also a really good platform for that. But I need to speak about it first because I'm not using it as much as I used to when they first started appealing to me. So, but those are my top three. I love Spotify, I love AudioMark, I love Boomplay, and what do you love? Let me know in the comment section. What's your favorite streaming platform? Maybe there's one I've never heard of, but I see them shouting out to distribute Pandora and Amazon Music. And what does Amazon Music even look like? I haven't used that. That's another one I may try. So that's it about that. These are my favorite streaming platforms for music. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Talk to me. And you can check my other videos out. Please do that. See you in the next video.